Hey guys, welcome to the Picks and Parlays rapid fire round. I'm your host, Allie Burns. I've got Craig Trapp with me today. We're going to go through 5 free college football picks for week 14 in under about 5 minutes. We got a new promo code for you. Use the word BALL, BALL, and it'll save you 15% off the entire site. Craig Trapp, are you ready to play?
I am.
All right, let's get this party started. I got a first round game here. Texas A&M is at Auburn. The Aggies are 2-1 against the spread on the road. A&M -7 and the total's 48.5.
Yeah, this line's all over the place. I even see it opened at 4, and I see some 6.5s and 7s out there. So definitely search it around if you're playing the side. But for me, I'm going to play this under. Texas A&M has been really good on the unders as of late, and I think it's all about that defense. You know, they're so young at both running back and receiver. It's like they have to win with their offensive line and this great defense, and they've done that so far this year, including a big win over Florida early in the year. They need this win because they need to be an impressive win to try to get into that Final Four at the end of the season. To me, I think they do win, but that number's right where I would feel comfortable. So I feel better with the under here at 48.5.
All right, I like it. I got another first round game for you. This one could be a little iffy if they're going to play, but it's worth it if they do. Ohio State at Michigan State. The Buckeyes are 1-0 against the spread on the road. Spartans are 1-2 against the spread at home. I've got Ohio State -23.5, and the total's at 59.
Yeah, this is the cancellation king. Ohio State's already had 2, and if they get one more, that's if they don't change the rules, they will not be able to play in the Big Ten championship game, and that might lock them out of the playoff this year. So I do think Ohio State wins. I just think that's a lot of points for a team that's been basically not been able to practice. And this Michigan State team, we've shown last week with the big upset of Northwestern, this team is not as bad as their record looks. I think you take Michigan State with all the points here. I just think Ohio State probably wins in dominant fashion, but you can win dominant and still only win by 21 points.
Absolutely. Okay, up next, we've got a midweek schedule change game. The quarterback at Liberty came down with the Rona, so now we've got BYU at Coastal Carolina, and BYU is the favorite -10. Got a total of 61 right here.
Yeah, two of the better teams against the spread. I mean, Coastal Carolina is 7-1-1 against the spread, and BYU 6-2-1 against the spread. BYU is a different beast, I think, for Coastal Carolina. I do think it's a lot of points, basically no practice to get this game in. So to me, I'm going to play the over here, over 61. Coastal Carolina offense does score. Their young quarterback is really, really good. I wish they were playing Liberty because I think it would have been obviously a much better chance that Coastal Carolina stay undefeated. And that would have been interesting where they end up as far as a bowl. But to me, I think BYU wins. Maybe doesn't cover, but to me, the better play is going to be on the over 61 here.
Okay. Next one is a late round game. We got an 8 p.m. Eastern start for Alabama at LSU. The Tide 1-2 against the spread on the road. Tigers are 1-1 against the spread at home. Bama -29.5. The total is 67.
Man, that seems like a lot of points, but this LSU team's been so good this year. And LSU last week, their 2 quarterbacks were absolutely pitiful. The only time they really did anything was when A&M played prevent and they went and cost me my cover. I think this week LSU gets trounced. Lay the big number with Alabama. I think Alabama and company continue to be the most impressive team in the country.
All right, last one. We got another late game here. Baylor at Oklahoma. The Bears are 1-2-1 against the spread on the road. Sooners are 3-1 against the spread at home. Oklahoma opened at -13.5. It's all the way up to -21.5, and the total is 62. What do you got here?
Oklahoma looked great against Oklahoma State last week. I think that's why this line moved up. And Baylor's been up and down all year. I mean, I kind of thought this team would probably be about 500. For them to be 2-5 at this point is definitely a disappointment here. You could obviously right the ship if Baylor wins this game. I don't think they do, but I do think Baylor probably keeps it a little closer than what this line suggests. So I think I would take at that key number over the key number of 21. I think I would take Baylor at 21.5.
All right. Well, those are your free college football rapid fire picks from Craig Trapp himself. Stay tuned. We've got a lot more free picks coming your way from Picks and Parlays. Bet, win, repeat.